For this next favorite app of mine, the audience is teachers, and the goal is to set up online assignments for your classroom. I would like to point out that the G Suite for Education core services include Classroom, Gmail, Drive, Calendar Vault, Docs, Sheets, Forms, Slides, Sites, and Hangouts. And you'll notice here that Google Plus is not one of these applications. When I first started my Fort Hays State University coursework, I was so excited about using the Google Communities that I wanted to set that up immediately for my own classroom. I had built quite a nice Google community and shortly after found that I was unable to use that with my students at school. The reason for that is, according to the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule, COPPA, children under the age of 13 have a lot of privacy rights as far as internet use is concerned. And so when Google Suite, or the G Suite for Education, came out, they were keeping these regulations in mind. And Classroom does fit the requirements that COPPA has for children under the age of 13, and so therefore Classroom is a really good application for teachers to set up their rooms. So I want to show you an example of my classroom. So this is my physical science classroom. And you can build several classrooms by clicking the plus button, assigning your classroom a name, and you'll get a class code where you can invite students to participate in your classroom, and it's all kept as private as you need it to be. Within my physical science classroom, an example of maybe a flipped classroom setting is I have built several assignments here, but you can see that one of the assignments I wanted them to do before we started our new Forces in Motion unit in our textbook was to front load themselves by watching a YouTube video. So they were supposed to watch a video. As you can see, it's here. And then after they completed watching the video, I wanted them to try some simulations. And this interactive website here has amazing simulations. I'll talk about this website in my next presentation. And here they can choose a simulation. They can add characters and props and see how different newtons and applied forces affect motion, and how the cart will continue to roll, things like that after force is no longer being applied. And these are a lot of the Newton laws that we'll be learning about shortly. So I wanted them to play in some of these different simulations with friction, acceleration, to get familiar as a kick-off to our lesson. Now, in order for you as a teacher to make an assignment, you could click the plus button here, and here you see you have 4 different options of the types of things you could make for your students. If I want to create an assignment, you'll get a site like this. So maybe my assignment that I want to create here is called photo editing, and within my instructions, I would take some time to explain what I expected of my students, but here's an example of the document that I want them to create. So I'm going to cut and paste that link and go straight into the assignment and put the link there. I can assign my due dates, I can do other attachments and things, and I can leave a long descriptor of what exactly I expect them to do, and then I will simply assign my students to that task, and you can see that it is added at the very top as their next assignment to complete. They'll also get emails and notifications that they have been assigned a new assignment within their classroom. So I hope that you enjoy this application. If you have not tried it, it is extremely user-friendly. Thank you.